Okay, I'll record on this computer. It's recording. Good thing you all look so good. People are entering the room.
Yay.
I thought only the performer would be recorded. I didn't know the guest would be recorded also.
I think everything.
Yeah, it records everything.
Yeah. You all tuned up?
Okay, but it'd be better to get it in mute then.
It's not my problem.
I've mentioned this before, but I have 2 more concerts planned out. I have Bluegrass for next month, and then a Sunday brunch concert by a singer-songwriter in June. And then hopefully we'll be at live venues and won't be doing these virtual things anymore.
Sounds good to me.
So we've got a little bit less than 10 minutes before we start.
I do love the picture behind you.
Oh, Mighty Mouse?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is that painting? Is that painting? Is that something
Yeah.
you can share? The Vina painting? Can you show it to us?
Yeah, let me go get it. Hold on one
Maybe you should
second.
share it to the group. Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll go get it. I'll be right back.
You turn your video on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's Bobby.
Did anyone try the PayPal link? It doesn't seem to work.
You know what? Maybe I'll go up there because we're going to be getting an echo.
That's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey, David, could you check the PayPal link that you sent out?
Yeah, I used it today to pay Sarah and it worked. I'll copy it and put it in the Zoom, in the chat.
Oh, all right.
All right, so about 5 minutes we'll start officially. Let's see, how can I put this picture so it's visible? Maybe here?
David, hold it up to the camera for a minute. Can you put it closer to the camera for a minute?
Yeah. I'll have to turn on the light because it'll be too much glare.
Okay. That's good. Thank you. Oh, that's good with the light on it.
I paid more for the frame than I did for the artwork.
No.
It's supposed to enhance it.
Yeah, Sarah said I got to travel the world with her in that Vina. Not that Vina, but Evina.
Yeah. So David was probably the first person I trusted with the Vina for international travel.
I had to bribe somebody at the airport in Africa to have them bring it out.
Right. And the best part was how it was sticking out of the car in Hanoi. Sometimes you would hire Uber or whatever the local cab was, and then they would look at the Vina box, and they would arrive after we would wait for them for 45 minutes. They'd take a look at the box and they'd be like, no. Can't take you.
Sarah, where did you learn to play the Veena? Where did you learn to play it?
In India, in my hometown, Bangalore. From my mom first, though. She's a Veena player.
Were you very young when you started?
Yeah, I was 6 years old.
Yeah, that's young. Okay.
And your name is from a Vina player, right? Saraswati?
Saraswati is the name of the goddess of wisdom and knowledge. So she holds the Veena, she plays the Veena. Yes.
Yeah. So you come by it, honestly, it's part of your name.
I don't know.
Are there a lot of Veena players? I mean, I was familiar with the instrument until I heard you play it.
Yeah, around here, not that many, but in southern India, there are. Yeah. Around here in this area, there are not that many at all. And those who have taken it to world music, probably, I've not seen.
You've been getting all sorts of awards and recognition, and you're the first Vina player to get a lot of this stuff, and also first female to get a lot of this stuff too, from what
Yeah.
I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's actually nice. We just tune out.
Well, it's just about 8 o'clock. So are you ready, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, hold on one second. I gotta let 2 people in the room. How do I do this? Admit, okay. Okay, as I said before, I've known Sarah for many years. I've traveled the world with her, Asia, Europe, Mexico, Africa. And she's going to do kind of an experimental program tonight. She'll tell us about it. But before we start, if you want to run and get some sort of oil or lotion, feel free to do that. And also, if you want to take off your shoes and socks, feel free to do that. And I'll introduce Sara and let her kind of take it from here. I'd ask everybody to mute yourselves. And if you have questions, put in the chat. And between ragas, I can read, if Sara doesn't see the chat, I'll read the questions in between.
Yeah, I might need help with that, David.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask everybody to mute. I'm gonna mute, I'll let Sara take over.
All right. Thank you, David. Thanks, everybody. Namaste, and welcome to this Fit and Sound with Ragas evening. I love David Fink for what he's been doing. For the past couple of months, he's been reaching out to artists, helping them, and at the same time, he's accomplishing his mission of self-care. So he's reaching out to his friends and family and making sure that they are emotionally doing okay. And so part of that is the self-care series that he has started. So along those lines, that is what I intend to do for this evening. My goal is to walk you through some ragas. And in the process, I would like for this to be very casual, very interactive. Imagine that I am sitting in the center and you guys are all sitting around me. And then, so what I would like to do with this is, if you have any kind of oil or any kind of lotion or cream, And then if you want to add a couple drops of essential oil to that, feel free. So my goal is through this, I would like for you to relax, unwind, de-stress, and release kind of whatever has been bothering you for today or for the week, whatever has been up there. So release all of that and then breathe, and then be able to finally do a total body and emotional restful state so you can go to bed and hopefully have a very relaxing sleep tonight. That is my goal. I hope that's good with you. So this is the first time I've put together something like that. So I'd like to see how it works. Thank you for being open to this. So I'll start with, so I'm assuming that you have your oil or lotion ready. So if you didn't want to use either of the two, that's fine too. But it's just that I would like for you to go through the massaging process. So traditionally in Ayurveda, this is something that I practice every day in my life. So it is called Abhyanga. So what Abhyanga is, it is actually showing yourself love. So what you do is you take any oil that you have. Usually I recommend coconut oil or sesame oil or a mixture of the two, and then put a couple drops of any scented oil that you like that is good on the skin. And then I would massage the entire body. So it kind of gets you into a very relaxing state. And then if it helps with any pain that we have, for example, what I do if I have pain in my hand, today I got a COVID shot and it's kind of sore right now. So I would go later, massage that place and say, hey, arm, are you okay? Take care, sort of like be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, and it actually works. It helps. Over a period of time, it helps. So I'm going to start with a raga called Kalyani. So this ragam is essentially like the major scale, but with a sharper fourth. This ragam is for total well-being. So I'm going to play a little bit of that. As I start playing it, what I would like for you to do is take a couple drops of the oil and then put it and start applying. First of all, situate yourself in a very relaxing position. And then I would like to for you to take the oil and start applying on the arch of your foot. So if you are with partners, you can help each other. So start by applying on the arch of your feet, slowly in circular motion on both the feet. And then you would work your way to the front, the balls of your feet, and then the heels. And once that is done, then you would start with the toes, because that's where all the nerve endings are. The toe directly connects to your head, to the brain. So you would do extra care around the toes, all the toes. So that's when that would be, once you're done with all of that, that would be one ragam. I'll finish playing that. So you can let me know once you're done. So begin. I hope you enjoy the process. So I hope you're able to do the massage on the feet.
Hey, Sarah,
Yeah.
would it be possible to play just a little bit louder?
Oh, sure.
A little bit soft. I know I turned up my volume, but it's still a little bit soft.
Is that any better? I can get closer to.
Yeah, that's
Or I
better. Also, is it possible to move the camera back just a little bit so we could see the instrument?
Is that better?
It sounds better. Is it possible to move the camera back just a little so we could see the instrument while you play it?
Sure. There. Is that a little better?
It's a little better, yeah.
So for those that's a good question, David. So for those that do not know, this is an ancient Southern Indian acoustic instrument called Saraswati Veena, or simply the Veena. And this is the dragon face. It's sort of like the gargoyle of the Veena. And this one is a lap board. I just rested on my lap. And these are all the traditional wooden tuning pegs. This is a scalloped fret. There are 24 of them. And then this here is the hollow wooden resonator. And there are 4 strings up top, 3 sympathetic strings. So what's special about the Veena is that you can do a lot of bends, as you must have heard in the piece that I just played. So it kind of, it's made to emote. So come up with the emotions and moves on the instrument. That's the intent of the instrument. So once you're done with the massaging of the feet, now I'd like for you to do, I'm gonna play another ragam here called Panturali. That's supposed to get you to relax. So here's what I'd like for you to do with the oil or lotion that you have, or if you just want to do it on your, without any of those. So you would hold your hand like this, like that, like so. And then the thumb here on the back of the calf. So put some gentle pressure on it all the way down, just about the heel. That's what I'd like for you to do. Yeah, slowly, one leg at a time. And then I'll play a raga for that. So a lot of times what happens, the calf area is where especially women get to have a lot of stress. So we get cramps and it kind of gets knotted up. So this process sort of helps loosen up all of that stress. So apply gentle pressure with your thumb and down. If the oil is warm, all the better. So we're able to do massage the calf area that way. I hope you were. No, what we're actually trying to do is we're trying to work our way up. So we're done with the feet and then with the calf area. Now we focus on the upper thigh, the thigh and the pelvis area. So what's important about this area, as we all know, is that our breathing has to be stronger in this area. So I'm going to be playing a couple of ragas that would help with breathing. So you will take the oil and massage from the lower thigh towards the upper. So from lower thigh area to the upper thigh area, sort of gently stretching that part. And the pelvis area. So feel free to switch off the video. So this raga is called Ananda Bhairavi. So I'm going to play a little melody in this, which if you pay a little bit of attention while you're doing the massage, let the sounds permeate you. It actually helps with ease of breathing. It makes you starts making you a little bit grounded, a little bit joyful. So these are all some of the things associated with this area. So that's why I'm using this ragam Ananda Bhairavi. The word Ananda means joy or bliss. So that was Ragam Ananda Bhairavi. Did you guys have time to do some massage?
Hey, Sarah, somebody
Yeah.
typed a question into the chat, and the question was, in India, when would this instrument be played? Would it be played at weddings? Would it be played with other instruments?
Oh, the veena?
The veena, yes.
Yeah. So the sound of the veena has a lot of significance in many of the traditional events. So, for example, a pregnant woman is supposed to listen to the sound of the veena, so it's good on the baby inside. And then at weddings, the couple is supposed to listen to the sound of the veena before they officially become a couple. So, and then this is usually played at all festivals because the sound of the veena is supposed to, it's actually likened to the human body, the vertebral column. So it's supposed to kind of each of these notes and the quarter notes and all of those micro notes in between, they're supposed to relate to the nerve endings on the spinal cord. And they're supposed to calm the stuff. So it's kind of likened to the human body also. And so it's supposed to have a positive impact on the emotional and physical well-being. So that's why the veena is actually played in most of the festivals and most occasions like childbirth, pregnancy, marriage. So it is traditionally, it has been used that way. And as for the concert circuit, yeah, it is usually a solo instrument accompanied by, I miss my drummers very much. Yeah, so it's usually accompanied by a traditional drum called mridangam. So veena and the mridangam, and possibly sometimes the ghatam, which is a clay pot, an instrument that looks like a clay pot. So those are the two traditional percussion instruments that accompany the veena.
And somebody asked if you're improvising or if
Or I'm playing a composition. Yeah, that's a great question. I played a short composition, but the rest of it was improvisation. Because I was trying to get to the part where all of us are trying to relax. So I was trying to get that, I was trying to creatively interpret that through improvisation. I mean, if it's actually an in-person, I would know better. Well, thank you, I appreciate it. Anything else, David, before I move on?
nope, you may resume.
All right, so we did the feet and then the thighs and then the calf. I mean, yeah, sorry, the calf and the thighs and the pelvis area. Now we go to the navel area. Now this is a little bit, so maybe some of you have had dinner. So what this area is very important because we need our digestive fire to be very strong. So this is where our entire well-being starts. Our metabolism has to be good. Everything is around the navel. So what we do here is you warm the oil and gently, with a little bit of pressure, massage around the navel like this. I hope you can see like that. And then do the sides, right up here with the thumb and the forefinger. So it kind of addresses the colon and this part, both parts like that. And the circular motion around the navel. I'm going to play a raga for that. Something gentle like Hamsanada. I'm going to start slow with the raga, so you can start with the massage slowly. First, gently right around the navel, and then you can expand the circle. What it does is it helps with the peristalsis movement. So after you're done with eating, it actually helps with the flow of the food and with the detoxing and the elimination process. And the distribution of energy in the body. I will start with a little bit of improvisation, so set you up. So like move the side here. So that was improvisation.
Sara, we had a couple more questions.
Yes.
Who made your instrument? Do all the Vina sound the same? And what are the materials in the Vina?
Yeah, right. So this Veena is made out of jackfruit wood. This specific Veena is made out of a single piece of jackfruit wood. It's called acorn de Veena. Some Veenas have two pieces attached, but that kind of hampers the sound. So the acorn de Veena is a better Veena because it's a single hollow piece of wood. All the Veenas do not sound the same, just like all guitars don't sound the same. So all Veenas don't sound the same. And then we need to really put in a lot of practice into the Veena to get those sounds going around. So the more you put in and the more older the wood gets, the better the sound of the Veena. So it's how much love you show to the Veena essentially. So it's a lot of Veena love to get the sound of the Veena to sound good and resonate with the artist and the listener. It's a great question. Anything else? But these days you have electric Veenas, just like you have electric violins, electric bass. You have electric Veenas too. I got one of those. It's a
Are those
solid
good?
body.
Are those gourds on the end or are those ceramic?
Oh, this one. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. This one is a lap gourd. This used to be made out of scooped out pumpkin, but nowadays they use paper mache. Paper mache, and all the tuning pegs are all wood. But you also, like, because we need to travel with the instrument, there have been modifications. So these days they use the steel guitar pegs to tune, so it doesn't break or go out of tune, because it's easier to travel also. And this is, yeah, the strings are copper and steel. Yeah, that's pretty much the material used on the Veena.
Okay, thanks. You may resume.
Eco-friendly. So I hope you were able to get some time to do the massage around the navel area. Now we get to the heart region. So there are three things so the physical heart is also the space where a lot of our feelings, the emotional heart, has an impact on. So here, what I'd like for you to do is I'm going to play a chant. I'm going to say a chant. I would like for you to breathe deep, whatever you can. 1:1, one count inhale, one count exhale, or proportional inhale and exhale. And then I'm going to play a chant. So you would like to set up your heart first, breathe deep. And then the second part of it would be, I'll play a ragam that kind of helps you de-stress and remove any kind of negative energy or any pent-up emotion that you might have. Like imagine that it's just going away and melting away from your body. So that would be the second part. And the third part, when we're done with the release and sort of a little bit of a detox, then I'll play one more chant, which will tee us up to go up to the neck and then to the head area and then the total body relaxation. Sound good? Okay. And like I said, feel free to switch off your video if you want to take off your clothes or anything like that. Feel free to do it. So this is, again, remember, this is a time for you. You're taking care of yourself, your body. Speak to the different parts of your body. If it's hurting somewhere, hey, heart, do not hurt. I'm here. I'm doing a massage for you. I'm taking care of you. So show some love to yourself. That's what we are trying to do here. All right, so the chant. This is the ragam called Raven. I'm going to play a song now. Chant and a song. So that was for, I hope that got you into something to relax. And now this next ragam is going to help you release some of the emotions, or if there is anything that's pent up, any negative energies, kind of helps with the cleanup. So this is called Chakravakam. This is all, we are still in the heart area. So the heart area needs some extra work. We have all been through a lot now, so that's why. So feel free to again massage the area very gently, this entire area. I will be playing Chakravakam, so anything that you have in your mind, just release them. You want to cry, you want to just get it out of your system. So that's what this ragam helps. So that was some improvisation and a little bit of a song in Chakravakam to help get all of that depression and negative energy out of our system and release it. I hope you had an opportunity to let the sound of the raga do that. So now I'm going to play just a little bit of a chant. So all of this was feminine energy, now a little bit of a masculine energy so breathe deep now. So now that we have released some of that energy out, now we breathe in deep and get all of that oxygen inside our body. So that would be in the Ragam Revati again. I'll do a little bit of a chant. Namaste astu bhagavan नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। So I'm hoping your heart region is a little better now. So now what we do, I think we have 10 minutes, perfect. Now what we do is we go up to the neck region. So the neck and the back for a lot of us is a place for stress to stay. So we feel stiff here, we feel stiff here. So if you can take a little bit of that, warm up that oil and then massage from here, behind the ear, all the way down to the edge of the shoulder. So from here to here, it's 2 fingers, from here to here, and from here to there. And then this will be upward. And then at the back, you would have someone help you, or hopefully you can do it. So do circular motions right here in the back, from right at the nape of the neck, so you can feel some of the knots here, down, from the center of the neck and down here. So for this one, there is a specific raga. This is Mohanam. So it's very pleasant. I can play a little short tune that will help you ease into this and de-stress some of those, remove some of those knots. So I'm going to play a song in Mohanam while you are able to. I hope you can do some of that for yourself. Again, self-love. I hope you're able to see some of the contrast in the ragas and moods. Let me know if you have any questions. So that was for the neck and the shoulder area. So if you're feeling sleepy, either I have done a really good job or I've done a really bad job. What does it do? All right. So from the neck, we're going to the temple and the head. So this would be the last part. And then after that, you would just lie down. And then I would play it and you can unwind and switch off or however David would like.
After you finish, we have some more questions, but I'd rather do them after you're done instead of splitting this up instead of interrupting.
So for the neck and the for the temple area, so here's what I'd like for you to do. Massage on both sides like that. Yeah, on the temple area. And then the area between the eyebrows. So you take your this index finger and you would go slowly like that over your eyebrows, mini circular motions. And then gradually go to the temple and then circular motion again, like that. So I'm going to play a ragam called Hindolam for this. And then once you're done with that, you would do the head. So you would keep your fingers like that. And yeah, the thumb goes right behind the top of the ear like this. So you would massage like that. And these 4 fingers up top, gently. Gently, yes. Self-love, self-care. I'm going to play a ragam called Hindolam that is supposed to ease you into this. All right. And then the energy here is I'm going to sing three paragraphs. It's short. They are short. It won't take more than a couple of minutes. So this energy I'm invoking is that of Krishna. So Krishna is associated with everything that is pleasant, everything that is joyful, and everything that is filled with love. So that's the energy of Krishna. And the specific ragam Hindolam is supposed to calm our nerves as you're doing this massage on the temple and then doing the head massage and the area between the eyebrows. This is all part of where we keep thinking about everything. So this is the part where we need to loosen up and unwind and fill it with love. So the energy of Krishna and Hindu. have any questions so far. The next step, that will be the last, is for you guys to just lie down, and then I will just play a lullaby. And then however you would like to, just maybe the Zoom will switch off by itself, however you'd like to do. David, whatever you want.
After the lullaby, I'm going to ask you a few more questions that people had put in the chat that I just didn't want to interrupt the flow, but
Okay.
finish up.
So I'm going to do the lullaby. All you will do is, now that we have taken care of different parts of the body and let go of some of our emotions and things that have been bothering us, now is the time to just lie down in a comfortable place, close your eyes, just relax, and then listen to this melody, soak in that raga, and then have a restful sleep. And then before I forget, I would like to thank David Fink for giving me an opportunity to experiment with ragas and relaxation. And thank you all for patiently sitting through this session. I would love to hear from you how you liked it. So thank you again. And I wind up with lullaby in the ragam Neelambari.
Hey, Sarah. If people want to,
Oh, sorry. I know you had asked me to play the peace song. I can do that.
yeah, I was going to say if people are tired and want to log off and go to sleep, they can. I'd love for you to play the peace song, and then people want to stick around for a few more questions afterwards. I'll ask you the questions people put in the chat.
So this peace song, this is something that came up just before Surabhi Ensemble is the band that I founded a long time ago. So that we wanted to go on a what we call a global peace tour. So essentially the purpose is to share this energy, this positivity with everyone, transcending cultures, borders, all of that. So the peace song is something that is composed by my great grandfather, my mom's dad. So I come from a lineage of musicians. So my great grandfather composed this. I call it a peace song, but it was actually composed to bring people of different cultures together under one roof to fight against imperialism. So they wanted people to come together because there were a lot of divisive forces that were trying to get people away from one another so that they wouldn't join hands and fight against what is bad. So this song was done with the intent of bringing people together so we can follow the path of righteousness. So this is in a language called Tamil. It's an ancient southern Indian language. So the lyrics go like this: Varishur ulagil varbavar yavarum or kulame kanbo. So what it means is Shiriya nerimurai karpom bayamenbadariyon jayame kolum. So what it means is people on this earth will live as one family. All the people on this earth will live as one family. How can we live as one family? How can we possibly do that? When we follow the path of righteousness. So meaning the word is actually dharma. Dharma means a positive intent, positive thought, positive action. That's something that results in positive and lasts and leaves a legacy for us and for future generations. So that's the intent of dharma. So if we follow dharma, then we won't have any fear because we would have followed what is right, what is righteousness. So then we won't have any fear. So when we have conquered fear, what can we do? We can go ahead and accomplish whatever we want, and victory and success will be ours. So when we together celebrate victory and success, that's when we can all live as one family. So that's when that's how we accomplish the mission of living as one family. So this is the essence of the song, and I call it the peace song. So I would love to present it for you So if you want to learn a phrase from a different language today, Or Kulame Kanbom. In Tamil, it means live as one family. So that's my life mission, live as one family. Hashtag. So Or Kulame Kanbom. Thank you, everyone. Thank you one more time. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
There are a lot of
Appreciate your time
things,
with me.
a lot of thanks in the chat. A couple questions. How much does Avena weigh?
Oh yeah, it is. Well, this one with the hard case and everything, it weighs about 18 pounds, 17. Just by itself, I think it's probably like, I'm not sure, maybe 7 to 8.
Okay. And are there any Vina teachers in Chicago?
Yeah, there are a couple of Vina teachers around here. I also teach. There's a couple others in Naperville area. I teach the Vina.
And could you, some people asked about the tonal range.
Yeah, I can show that. So it has 3.5 octaves. So octave, 2, 3.5. 3.5, yes.
So if people want to unmute, you can and ask questions before you go. Feel free. And if you're, if you want to go to sleep now that you've gotten all relaxed, feel free to do that.
Yeah.
But lots of thank yous in the chat.
I have a question, David, or Sarah.
Yes.
All Venas, are they all the same size or do they have smaller Venas? Are they
Yeah,
all?
there is something called 3/4 Vina. I have that too. That's what I took for travel. This is a full size Vina. Yes, this is like almost my height.
Okay.
5'5". Yeah, a little bit less maybe.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
there's 3/4 Vina, but the Vina that I learned from my mom, that was even smaller. They don't make those anymore.
Well, being David's mother, I want to make sure he didn't carry anything too heavy.
Oh, that's like a true mom. That's funny.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It was
I'm so-
wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
I'm so grateful I got here just in time after a very stressful day to be super relaxed.
Oh, that's so good
So-
to hear.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was very beautiful music. I turned my camera off because I'm holding an iPad and I was trying to do massaging at the same time. I just turned the camera down, turned the camera off and just set it down. It was very beautiful. Thank you, David.
David should have told us all to come dressed in robes. Only Bobby's dressed appropriately. We could have all come in robes and then we could have taken care of it all today.
I'm ready for bed now.
No,
Oh,
I
that's nice.
I lucked out. I got out of the shower just before you started, and I happened to have a jar of coconut cream oil.
Nice.
So I was able to follow along with everything. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. I'm so happy to know that.
Somebody asked how the Vina differs from the sitar.
Oh, the Vina. Yeah, the Vina is more of bass mellow tone, and it's used for the traditional music that I play called Carnatic music. And sitar is used for a more recent version of music, which is Hindustani music. This is the ancestor of the sitar. The Veena is the ancestor of a lot of stringed instruments that were derived later on during the 19th and 20th century.
Are they still making them?
Oh,
Or
the
do you have
Veenas, yeah. Yeah, they do make other Veenas.
in the
But the
United
or-
States or only in India? In the United States or only in India are they making them?
They make it only in India. It's a specialty. It's especially these frets. Unlike the sitar has movable frets. These are fixed frets, and these are made out of a special material along with beeswax. And so these have to be really tuned perfectly. So it's an art that is handed over in a family. So if the instrument is sounding good, it's the luthier.
Well, they say you should learn something new every day of your life. So today you've taken care of maybe a week's learning.
No, that's great.
I love
Thank you.
the chant. I love the chanting.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Didn't your beeswax melt one time when you were traveling?
What, David? I'm sorry.
Didn't the wax melt on your Vina and the frets move?
Oh yeah, the first time in my life it did. Yes, that was like several years ago. It actually melted in the sun. I had to rush and get an electric Vina, loan an electric Vina to do my concert. That's crazy.
Well, thank you so much for doing this, Sarah. I
Well,
think we
thank
all
you.
benefited from it, and namaste.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night's rest. Good sleep.
Good night.
Stay well.
Thank you very much.
Bye, you
Thank you,
guys.
Dave.
Thank you
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. This was wonderful.